Good morning, I'm Amy Cherry. A horrific display of road rage has the Florida Highway Patrol looking for a driver who tried to run down a trooper on I-95 near Ormond Beach. It happened yesterday afternoon. The FHP says the trooper was parked behind a broken-down semi when a car veered across 3 lanes and drove directly at the trooper, who had to leap out of the way. The trooper hurt his arm in the jump. The NHP says the trooper believes the driver intentionally drove towards him.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
Palm Coast pushes back the start of medical marijuana sales. Ben Smith has the story.
The Palm Coast City Council unanimously approved a 60-day extension to its moratorium on medical marijuana dispensaries in city limits at Tuesday's meeting. Mayor Melissa Holland says they wanted to wait for Tallahassee to sort out the rules.
While that process was taking place, we had to take a moment to pause because to do anything otherwise, in my opinion, would have just been irresponsible.
City Manager Jim Landon says Florida gave local governments 2 options for the new pot purveyors.
You can ban them totally out of your city and not allow them, or you can allow them, but if you do, you have to treat them in your zoning code and your land use development code and all your rules and regulations the same as a pharmacy.
That means city leaders must address land development codes on where those storefronts can operate before any doors can open for business. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Ben Smith.
Elected officials are holding a town hall in Palm Coast. Mary Rose Hamilton has the details.
Elected officials will hold a town hall meeting next Tuesday, August the 22nd. There will be many things up for discussion with Flagler County Commissioner Greg Hansen, School Board member Janet McDonald, and Sheriff Rick Staley. Here's Hansen with more.
One of the purposes of the town hall, from my perspective, is to get as many of the public aware of what we're doing with dunes and beach renewal. I get questions all the time that we're in comments that we're not doing anything, and why aren't we replacing the dunes, and what are we doing, and we're working on this on a daily basis, but we're just not doing a good job of advertising what we're doing and the problems that we're having. I thought this town hall would be a good chance to reach more people about the status and what we're doing and what our intentions are, what our plans are. So they're starting to come together a little better.
The meeting will take place next week on August the 22nd at the Portuguese American Cultural Center at 1200 Palm Harbor Parkway in Palm Coast. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Mary Rose Hamilton.
A new cafe is coming soon to the Palm Harbor Golf Club. Golden Lion Cafe in Flagler Beach is set to become the golf club's new food vendor, opening an on-site restaurant called Green Lion. Palm Coast City Council says it's close to ending its deal with Kemper Sports that manages the facility. At the end of the month, the city will take over management of the golf club it already owns. They've hired Billy Casper Golf to take over groundskeeping. They'll also spend $100,000 to upgrade the cafe with new flooring, light fixtures, and some paint, along with improvements to the bar and the outdoor deck. The city hopes the new plan will streamline expenses at the golf course, which has operated at a deficit for many years. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.